Are you able to see the screen here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The program is write an ALP to add n 8-bit numbers available from memory location start, display the result on port 0 and port 1. We are supposed to add n 8-bit numbers which are stored from the memory location start. If start is assigned with some memory location, it may be any random memory location, right? Then result should be stored on port 0 and port 1. That is addition of n 8-bit numbers result. The addition of n 8-bit numbers will get the lower byte and the higher byte. Lower byte that can be stored in port 0 and the higher byte can be stored in port 1, or higher byte in port 0 and lower byte in port 1, anyways. Okay. So we have to write a program for this. So here, first I will assign the value of n equals to EQ directive. I will use the assembler directive XXH n equal to XXH. X may be some value. Okay, suppose if you are taking the value, say 5 numbers, I want to add 5 numbers. I will take these numbers as 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let us take these n numbers. N value is 5 here. Okay? N value is 5. The count is 5. So n equal to 5. N equal to 5. Then next I will assign the start memory location, because they are mentioned as start. Store the values from the memory location start. So start start equal EQ assembler directive, that is YYYYH. It is 16-bit memory location. So it is YYYYH. It is any memory location you can start from 0000 or 0111, any memory location, 16-bit memory location that is assigned as start. Start equal to YYYYH. Then we will start with the actual program, that is org 0000H. Then move the value of n, the count value, I will take it in R0, so that later on I can move the values. I can check the count and I can decrement the count, right, for my logic. So I'll store the value of n in R0, move R0, comma hash n, or move R0, comma n, hash n. Here n equal to XXH, so n value is 5. Start equal to YYYYH, any random 16-bit memory location. Move R0, comma hash n, so n value is 5 here. Therefore R0 will be equal to 5. R0 will be equal to 5 here. Okay. Then I will assign the start memory location now. Move dptr comma hash start, because the starting memory location is YYYY, some random memory location, that I will store it in dptr. Move dptr comma hash start. Move dptr comma hash start. Okay. So I have assigned with the starting memory location. Let us say this YYYYH. Let us say it is some memory location YYYYH. Let us take it as 0100H memory location. So this dptr will be now assigned with the memory location. dptr is equal to 0100H. We assign the starting memory location. This is all the initialization part. R0, comma hash, and we got the counter, the starting memory location. Then the registers to store the lower byte and higher byte of the answers. Move R1, comma hash 00H, hash 00H. move R1 comma hash 00H. This R1 is for storing the least significant digit or the lower byte of the result. R1 is for storing the lower byte of result Then next, to store the higher byte of the result, higher byte of the answer. Suppose if any carry is generated, to store the carry, move R2 comma hash 00H hash 00H. So R2 is equal to, it will store the carry or the higher byte of the answer is stored in R2. Carry is stored here in R2. Carry is stored in the R2 register. So move R2 comma hash 00. Now we have to write the actual program. Logic of the program. This is the initialization part. Next is the logic of the program. Now this DPTR is pointing to start. Start memory location is where 0100. In 0100H memory location, say we have stored all these values. In 0100H, let us say we have stored all these values starting from memory location 0100H. That means in 0100 we have stored 02, in 0101, 03, in 0103, 2 we have stored 4, in 01035, like that. Okay, we have stored the values. So if we want to move the values, now we have to move the values from the starting memory location into A register so that we can add the numbers, right? We can add the numbers. So to move the value from the starting memory location, that is 0100, so first value 02 into A register, I have to use which instruction? So it is there in DPTR. So moving from DPTR, which instruction you have to use? You are moving the value into DPTR. From DPTR, you are moving the value into A register. Which instruction we have to use? Which instruction we have to use here?
Move XA.
Move X, correct. Move X, move external. Right? Whenever you are using DPTR register, you are supposed to use move X instruction. So use the move X instruction. Loop and all, where it should come, that will decide later. First, let us write the logic of the program. Move X DPTR A comma, because it is there in DPTR right now. In that DPTR memory location is 0100. So move X A comma at DPTR. Move X A comma at DPTR So that is A is equal to at DPTR. At DPTR means at 0100. The value in 0100 is 2. First value, that is A will be equal to 0. Now we got the first value in A register. Now I have to add this 2 to the initialization value. What is the initialized value? Lower byte R1 comma hash 00H. Now to add this, what I am doing, I am using the instruction ADD A comma R1. Now we have to perform the addition. What is the addition that is performed? A is equal to A plus R1. What is there in A? 2, that is first value, plus R1. R1 is initialized value, that is 00. This is equal to 02. So 02 is stored where? It is stored in register. It is stored in A register. Now what I will do is, I will move this value 2 into R1 again. Move R1 comma A. Move R1 comma A. This R1 is equal to A. This is equal to R1 is equal to A. This is equal to 02. R1 is equal to A. That is equal to 02. Okay. Now I will tell you the reason why I am moving the value of A in R1. Okay. Then next, this is for the performing the addition of the first value with the sum, like how you used to take the initialization sum equal to 00 in C language. Then you added the first number to sum, you stored the sum, right? Then you added second number to sum, whatever was the initial value in sum, that you added with the second number, you stored the result, then the result, whatever is there in sum, you added with the third number, like that. So it is the same logic. Then next is we have to check for the, that is any carry generated. ADDC, ADDC, A comma, whatever is there in A, that one minute. ADDC R2, we have to check R2 comma hash 00, R2 comma hash 00H, 00H. Here we are checking for the carry. So what is the result we are getting? R2 is equal to the value in R2 plus 0000 plus the carry, plus the carry, plus carry. So this comes out to what? What is the value in R2 now? Value in R2 initialized value is 00. So 00 plus 00, carry is 0. When we add 2 with first value with 0, we are getting no carry. Carry is not generated. So it is 00. So this will be 00 only. Not. So this will be 00 only. We are getting the R2 value as 00 only. Correct? Next. So why we are using this ADDC instruction? So that if there is any carry, that will be stored in R2. If there is any carry generated after we are adding the value, whenever we are getting the sum, the result, if any carry is generated, that should be stored in R2. For that reason, we are using this ADDC instruction. ADDC R2 comma hash 00H, R2 is equal to R2 plus 00 plus carry. Value in R2 is 0. It is initialized value here. Here we have initialized plus 00 plus if there is any carry. No carry is there, so it is 00. So the answer is 00. Next, we have to get the next memory location. So we are done with the carry and we are done with the addition of the value. Next, to get the next number, we have to use increment instruction. Increment to get the next memory location, DPTR, increment DPTR. DPTR will be equal to the original value in DPTR is 0100, previous value 0100 plus 1. Increment always adds 1 to the existing value. It will be 0101, 0101. So we got the next memory location. Now we have to check the count. To check the count, DJNZ, count is there in which register? Count is there in R0. Count is there in R0 register here. R0 register. Check it. DJNZ R0, DJNZ R0, comma back. DJNZ R0, comma back. Where this back should come, that we have to see here. This is all initialization part. R0, comma hash 0n, hash n, DPTR, comma hash start, R1, comma hash 00, R2, comma hash 00. This is all initialization part. Now where the back should come? Should it come to MOVX A, comma add DPTR or add A, comma R1? Where it should come? Now we have incremented the memory location. Correct? We have incremented the memory location and we got next memory location, that is 0101. So in this memory location, whatever is the value, that is next number is 3. 3 is the next value in 0101, this value. Alright. So this should be now stored in A register. I have to access this value. I have to move this value from DPTR, that particular memory location 0101, and store it in A register and then add it with the previous sum. So previous sum where I am storing in R1 register. You can see here R1 is equal to 02. So where this back should come now? Where this loop back should come? Whether it should come to move R2, comma hash 00 or add A, comma R1. Where it should come? Think and tell me. Yes, anybody? Where it should come?
Add A, comma R1.
Add A, comma
Add
R1.
A, comma R1. Let us see. If you are using this back here, what will happen? Add A, comma R1. Whether there is a value in A, what is the value in A? 2. Okay, so this 2 will be added with the value in R1. So 2 plus 2 will happen here. Value in A is 2, value in R1 is 2. So 2 plus 2 will happen here and you will get 4. But what I want here, what we want here, 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3, next addition. 2 plus 3 I have to add, next two numbers. Answer of 0, 2 plus 0, 0 is 2. So that answer I have to add with next value. Next value is 3. Correct? So it will not be sufficient if we put this loop here. Okay, so we have to put this loop here. That will be not satisfy our requirement here. So if it has to satisfy our requirement, then we have to put that back here. Now see, now check. If we put this back here, what will happen? Move x a comma add dptr. Move x a comma add dptr. A is equal to add dptr. What is the value in dptr at memory location 0101? Because dptr is now which memory location? It is 0101. Yes or no? So in 0101, what is the value stored? Next value, that is 3. This 3 is stored in 0101, next memory location. So this 3 will now be moved into A register. A is equal to 03. A is equal to 03. Add A comma R1. What is the value in A now? Recent value, it is 3. So A is equal to what we will get? A is equal to 03 plus the value in R1. What is the value in R1? Previous result, whatever we are adding, that I'm going on storing in R1. So 03 plus 02. This will give me 05. This will give me 05. This 05, what I'm doing? I have to move it into R1. I have to move it into R1. Correct? So this 05, I have to move it into R1 so that next time again, when I move the next number, the third value in A, I can add it with the value in R1, the previous sum. Right? So move R1 comma A. R1 is equal to R1 is equal to A. That is equal to, what is the value in A? It is 5. Plus 3, we have got 5. That I am storing in R1. Every time whenever you add the next value, whatever answer you are getting, that I'm going on storing in R1. That I'm going on storing in R1. Okay. So that when I want to add the next value, I'll bring that next value in A register. Then I will add that value with R1. Then I will add that value with R1. And again, I will store back it in R1 only. Again, I will store back it in R1. So that for the next addition, the previous answer, the previous result will be available for me in R1. Correct? So that is how I'm doing that. So next, it will be 5 now. Add carry. After adding 2 plus 3, there is no carry generated. Again, it will be the same thing. R2 plus 0, 0 plus carry. It is 0, 0 only. Previous R2 was 0, 0. So 0, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, 0. It is 0, 0 only. Increment DPTR. This time it will be 0, 1, 0, 1 plus 1. It will be 0, 1, 0, 2. 0, 1, 0, 2. 0, 1, 0, 2. Decrement R0. Previous time we did not decrement there. Previous time it was, what was how many values we have taken? 6 values. So previous decrement R0 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. So when we are adding the second next value, third value, it is 5 minus 1, it is 4. Still 4 more values are remaining. Okay, we are added the second value now. Then it will jump to back. Back means again it will come here. A comma at DPTR. At DPTR is, now what is the memory location in DPTR? Memory location in DPTR is 0102. Right? So 0102, what is the value? So 0100 is 2. In 00101 it is 3. In 0102 it is 4. Next value. Okay. So we get 04 here. So 04 will be added. Now that will be moved into A. 04 will be moved into A. So A will be equal to 04. Then it will add 4 with value in R1. What is the value in R1? Recent value 5. Previous answer 5 plus 4, 9 we will get. Then carry is still 0 only. There is no carry generated. Increment DPTR 0103. Next time it will add 9 with 4 plus 5 is done. Sorry, 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 4, 9 is done. 9 plus 5 it will do. Then it will decrement the count. Then 9 plus 5 is how much? 14. 14 plus 6, 20. It will decrement the count. finally when it decrements the count, so for 6 minus 1, this is what answer we have got first time when it is operating. So it is 0 0 plus 0 2 we are getting. Okay, then next that we have decremented the count. Next is 2 plus 3, 2 plus 3, 4 we are getting count. Then 5 plus 4, 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 9. Okay, then 9 plus 5, 9 plus 5 we are getting 2, 9 plus 5 is how much? 14, right? Then 14 plus 6, 20, 14 plus 6, 20. Okay, so it is 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1 year. 1. Then next time when it adds 1, 2, here we have taken only 5 values, right? One more value is required here. We'll take it as 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one more time, next time it will add 20 with 7, 27. So the count will be 1 minus 1, that is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Then it will come out of the loop. It will come out of the loop. Once it comes out of the loop, what they have asked in the question, just see the question here, what they have mentioned. So in the question, they have mentioned that answer should be displayed on port 0 and port 1. Answer should be stored on port 0 and port 1. To store the answer in port 0 and port 1, so you have to move the whatever answer we are getting, we have to move them. Move A comma R2, move A comma R2, that is carry whatever is obtained, that I am moving in P0, P0 comma A. From R2 I am moving first in A register, then from A I am moving it into P0. That is, I am storing the carry here. So P0 is storing the carry. P0 is storing the carry. Then next, move again A comma R1 this time. R1 is storing the lower byte of the answer. That is, in our example, whatever we are considering, it's 27. The sum of all the 6 numbers, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is, A is equal to R1. A is equal to R1. That is equal to 27. Then next, again move this value from A register into port. Which port they have mentioned? P1. Move P1 comma A. On P1 we will get P1 is equal to A is equal to 27. Then SJMP dollar, where it is a small program for ending the program. A small subroutine is written. Then finally execute the end instruction that will end the program. Okay, so this is how we're executing this program. Okay, the program is, what is the program here? To add n 8-bit numbers available from memory location start and display the answer on port 0 and port 1. Is this example clear here, students? Is it understood here? Any difficulty here in this program? Any difficulty in this program here? Is it understood? Yes. Is it understood here? Program is clear? This program? Anand Kyabani? Anand Kyabani? Anand? Bhakti?
Yes, sir.
Program is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any difficulty here in this
No,
program?
sir. No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Jyoti, clear here? Jyoti?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Program is clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Santosh Sonar?
Yes, sir.
Understood program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aishwarya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear with the program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Saish, Saish, Saish. Vaishnavi, Vaishnavi, Rohini. Okay, we'll take one small program now. Next one, this is so the instructions are given. You have to analyze the program here. This is slightly a different one. What are the final numbers? To find the final numbers in A, comma B and OV flag So you are supposed to find the contents of A flag, B flag and the OV flag. I quickly write it. Move A comma hash 7BH, then move, just go on noting down this instructions as I am writing here. Move 0F 0H comma hash 02H, then MUL AB, then move B comma hash 0FEH, okay, then MUL AB. Here, move A comma hash 7BH. It is clear, right? So A is equal to 7BH. Now move 0F0. This is 0, not O. Okay, it is a numeric. 0F0H, comma hash 02H, So this is 0F0H. You have to remember that. Try to recollect. It is the memory location of B register. Special function register B register. Memory location is 0F0H. You have to remember the memory locations of all the special function registers. If such examples are asked in examination, you should be able to recollect this memory location is for which register. Okay, so for B register, the memory location is 0F0H. So in B memory location, that is hash 02 is stored. Hash 02 or the value 02H is stored. Right? Move 0F0H is the memory location of B register. So move 0F0H comma hash 02H means in B register the value 02H is stored. Then the next instruction is MUL AB. It will multiply the value in A with the value in B. The value in A with the value in B. Now multiply these two values and tell me how much you are getting. Take your calci, keep it in hex mode. And then tell me, multiply these two, 7B into 02H, and tell me the answer in hex. A into B is how much? Take your calci and do it. Keep your calci in hex mode. Base, you first keep it in base mode. Then after you keep it in base mode, then keep it in hex mode. Okay, hexadecimal.
F6.
F6, excellent. So it is F6. Okay, so answer is 00F6H. 00F6H. We know that always the lower byte of the answer stored in A register, that is F6, and the higher byte of the answer, that is 00, is stored in B register. It is stored in B register. Okay, so we got F6H and 00H. Let us move on to the next instruction. Move B comma hash 0FEH. Okay, straightforward. Move B comma hash 0FEH. That is B is equal to 0FEH. 0FEH or simply FEH. Okay. So B value is 0FE. Again, we have to multiply now the value in A with value in B. Value in A with the value in B. What is the recent value in A? It is F6. This value F6. So multiply this F6 with the value in B. Recent value in B is FE or 0FE. So multiply this with FE. Then tell me what answer you are getting. Keep it again in hex mode only. Multiply these two and tell me the answer.
F414.
F414. You are right. F414. Okay. So answer is F414. Now how it will be stored? We are very much familiar with this. How the answer is stored here. So the answer, lower byte is always stored in A register and the higher byte is always stored in the B register. B register F4. Okay, sorry, F4. Okay. In A register we got 14H. In A register we got 14H, and in B register it is 54H. Now here what they have asked, what are the final numbers in A, B and overflow flag? So what is the final value in A? Final value in A is 14H. 14H. Final value in B. Final value in B is F4H. F4H. What about the overflow flag? Concept of this is, if after multiplying the value in A with value in B, if the answer, if the result of multiplication of A with B exceeds, that is, if it is a more than FFH, then overflow flag will be set. Here, first time when you are multiplying 7B into 02, it is F6. 7B into 02 is F6. It is not more than FF. So overflow flag was 0 there. Okay. But when you are multiplying next time F6 with FE, it exceeded FF, or it is more than FF. You can see here F414. It is more than, so this value F414 is more than FFH. Is it not? It is 16-bit. FF is just 8-bit. So F414 16-bit value is obviously it is more than FFH. So the overflow flag will be set here. Overflow flag will be set. When this overflow flag will be set, this overflow flag will be set if the product of A into B, if the answer of this is exceeding, if it is greater than FFH. If it is greater than FFH, then the overflow flag will be set. Okay. This is how you have to analyze the instructions, and accordingly you have to find the values stored in those registers, right? It may be any register, or they may give you the flag also. So you have to analyze, and accordingly you have to find the final answer which is stored in the given registers. Clear here? So is it clear, this example, students? This example is clear here to everyone? Yes? This example is clear here? Mantesh?
Yes, sir.
Example is clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Yogesh? Yogesh? Priyanka? Priyanka? Shabaz? Shabaz?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Understood? Okay. Shafia?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Supriya?
Yes, sir.
Supriya?
Understood. Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Vandana? Vandana? Okay. Praveen Rathod? Praveen? Shodhan? Shodhan? Example is clear? Shodhan? Okay. Okay. See here that one assignment question I had given and I also asked in the test, that is a Fibonacci series, that we will take up in the next class. Okay, we'll discuss that how the count is taken as 18 but instead of 20. to add first 20 Fibonacci numbers, how we are taking the count as 18 and not 20, that we'll discuss in the next class. Just your thought on that, how we are taking 18 and not 20. Okay, so that we'll discuss that in the next class. Just think about that. Okay, just try to analyze that. Okay, and then in the next class we'll discuss how we are taking that value as 18 and not 20. 18 and not 20. Okay. Anything else you want to ask? Anything else you want to discuss? Clear with the today's topics, today's program example? Clear here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we'll continue in the next class. In the next class, we will take up the instructions, and then if there are any programs on those instructions, we'll discuss those programs. First, we'll take up with the instruction, and then we'll go with the programs. Okay. Thank you.